What's going on YouTube? It's GadgetsBoy. Welcome to another video, and today in front of me, just landed on my desk here, is this brown box which has got something inside it. I have a feeling of what it is. There's been so many leaks. I know what day of the month it is, so obviously it has to be something from OnePlus. But let's get in the box and see what we get and see what it's all about. We turn it on. I feel like there's a lot to go through. There's a lot to dissect on this new smartphone from OnePlus. Without further ado, let's get into it. So inside the brown box is another box. Nice packaging. You've got that brand messaging, go beyond speed. Now we have never settle, some paperwork. This would be some information on the series itself, some information on getting started and that kind of stuff. That's mainly for me to read and understand. We've got the box for the OnePlus 7 Pro. We've got the new pair of wireless headphones. An in-car charger, it seems here. Warp Charge car charger. Warp Charge 30. Here we have two cases. And the mesh one is always my favorite case. It's something I used on the 6T and the 6 as well. So I look forward to using that one more than that one. So these are the new OnePlus Bullet Wireless 2. So we just unbox this first, and we'll go back to the main star of the show for today. So this is Qualcomm aptX HD certified, so it's ready for that high quality audio. Look at that packaging, looks so nice. There's this sort of detail on the packaging itself, which I really like. OnePlus have really come a long way. Feel your music on that side. Yes, we will be feeling the music once this goes in my ears to listen to what they sound like. So if I just take this apart, see what else is here. So in here you get your user manual, user guide, setup guide, and how to use it, all in there. Make sure you keep hold of that. And here, some more information as well. I'm guessing this is your warranty information. So again, keep that information safe. Put that to the side. So it comes in this case as well, which is really nice. It's a soft rubber case, really nice. Here you get your charging cable to charge it back up. So it's USB-C charging as well. And it's ready for that warp charging as well. So you'll be able to get really back up and running in no time by just charging it for, like, say 10 minutes. You get a whole lot of battery life out of it from that, just that quick charging there. And this is a pair of headphones itself, so you can see the buds there. Really nice ceramic finishing on each earbud, and you got a magnet there as well. So it's got this magnetic connector there, so that will start and stop your music, and also useful for calls as well. And here's the inline control. So again, it's got a function button, volume control, and a microphone on the other side. And here we've got USB-C charging ports. Again, this is Warp Charge compatible, and a button here for, I'm guessing, for pairing it up and turning it on initially. And this is it. It's just nice rubbery finish on the head, on the neck area rather than the head. Put that to the side, and we get some spare ear tips here as well. So again, get the right one to fit your ears. Let's put that to the side and see what else we have here. This is the OnePlus Warp Charge 30 car charger. Again, if you drive, it means you can carry that experience on to your car experience. So if you're going to be charging your phone in a car, you'll be able to really power on your phone very quickly without having to worry about battery life at all. This looks really nice. So you've got this, like, I think that's metal. Yep, metal finishing there, nice and simple. One port, one charging port there. Plug into your car and you're good to go. And it comes with that red charging cable as well. And this is a USB-C charging cable. So you plug that in and you're good to go. I don't have a car yet, but every now and then when we do get a car in on this channel to review, that would be very useful. Something that I can try out when that situation comes along. Now onto the star of the show. This is the OnePlus 7 itself. Loving the packaging here, very subtle. 7, as you can see on the front there. And as always, it's that red and white finishing. So this is the OnePlus 7 Pro. So this is the Pro edition with the pop-up camera. Let's just open this up. In the top layer, you get your welcome pack. Again, just a quick note in there from the CEO, I think, Peter. Put that there. And here we get some more information and your SIM ejector tool and your OnePlus sticker as well. So if you want to stick it on a laptop or something, you can do so. But that's the SIM ejector tool there, really nice. And that is the silicone case that comes with it for free. So if you get one of these, this will come in your packaging. You might not get this because this might just be for the reviewers. Put that to the side. And next is the smartphone itself, the OnePlus 7 Pro. Looks really nice. So I believe the official color for this is the Nebula Blue. Nebula Blue. And this is a 12 gig RAM and 256 gig internal storage version as well. Just take that out of here. Oh, this looks so nice. Look at that. Wow. We'll come back to that in a sec. Just teasing you guys a little bit there. Here we got the warp charger here. So this is a charging brick to really charge your phone really quickly. So plug it in. You'll be up to 100% in no time at all. Put that to the side. And in here is your USB-C cable. Take that out. USB to USB-C. Take the rubber tip off. As you can see there, it's got that red finishing again. It's all red and white all around. That's the color scheme OnePlus is known for. Shall we get closer to the phone? Let's do it. So this is the OnePlus 7 Pro itself, and this is the Nebula Blue version in terms of color. It's also available in Mirror Grey and Almond as well. I believe the Almond is going to be sort of exclusive, so we'll look out for that. Hopefully we'll get hold of that to show you guys as well. First off, something new here that we haven't seen before on a OnePlus device is a new pop-up selfie camera, which is right there. And this is a 16 megapixel f2.0 aperture camera. Great for you selfies, selfie lovers out there. We'll take a closer look at that shortly and see how that actually functions and see how that moves up and down and the speed and so on. On the side here, if you go to the side, so this is the left side, we have a volume rocker button, which is right there, sits right there, easy to reach as well when you're holding it in one hand. And then if we go to this side, we have two sets of buttons. We have the power button there, and we've got a slider rather than a button. So this slider is for switching between vibrate, quiet, and just a normal sounding notification sound. So you can turn that on and off as you wish to do so. So that goes from ring to vibrate to silent. Really nice as well. It's got a nice groove on top of it. So if you're reaching for it in the dark, for example, it'd be nice and easy to find out which one you're pressing and not the power button, which is pretty cool. On the bottom here, we have a USB-C port for fast charge as well. So this is ready for your Warp Charge 30. We'll talk more about that in a second as well. You've got speaker grill there and a SIM card tray right next to it. You can't expand the memory on this. So this comes with 256 gig of internal storage. Moving on to the back, we have a triple camera setup, as you can see there. So the top one is a 48 megapixel camera lens, and that's a Sony IMX586 half-inch supersized top grade sensor there. And this is also plus a custom-made 7-element plastic lens with an aperture of f1.6 and a pixel size of up to 1.6 micron. Again, this is complemented with OIS and EIS as well, so you don't have to worry about those shaky hands when taking videos, recording videos at 4K up to 60 frames per second, or just taking photos. On the bottom of that 48 megapixel lens is a 16 megapixel sensor at f2.2 aperture, and you get wide and ultra wide angle lens with a wide field of view of 117 degrees. Again, this is really great for architectural shots or just landscape photography for you landscape photographers out there. This might be the one for you. Last but not least is the third camera right at the bottom. So that one there. That is a 3x optical zoom at f2.4 aperture and a 1 micron pixel size with stabilized OIS as well. So when you're zooming in, when you're getting closer up to 3 times optically, it means you won't get blurry shots. It'll be nice and sharp even if you have shaky hands. So you got OIS to support you right there, which is a really good addition there. Moving to the front, we have this large display, obviously with no notch and a selfie camera placed at the top. It means it's fully stretched out. And one thing to also know is there's a screen protector already installed there as well, which is really good. It means you don't have to go and buy that at all. There's a manufacturer one installed on there. So what's good about this display is this is a 6.67 full AMOLED display with a Quad HD Plus resolution. And for you gamers out there, or if you're just watching videos anyway, you got a 90 Hz refresh rate. That in the settings you can drop down to 60 Hz if you like, but that is as fluid as it gets when it comes to gaming. You don't have to worry about judder or latency issues at all. really good, seamlessly smooth for watching videos as well. So it's not just for the gamers. We'll show you that. I'll show you guys that just in a second as well when we power this on fully. Besides that 516 ppi 90 Hz refresh rate display, we have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 in here. There's also a 5G version coming out later on in the year. And with this, you've also got Warp Charge 30. You got 4,000 milliamp hour battery in there. You got dual stereo speaker also here with Dolby Atmos. And you get some nice haptic feedback as well, which again, for you gamers out there, that's something you want to look into. And with OnePlus is partnership with Fnatic, you'll be able to do some extra gaming things in there, which I'll also go through in a second as well. For you gamers, again, I think this is actually quite aimed at people who are into entertainment and gaming. You've also got a 10-layer liquid cooling system, which means the cooling pipe now goes across the device as well to keep it nice and cool, especially for those prolonged period of time when gaming. As well as that Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 chip in there, you've also got Oxygen OS, which is really fast and smooth, bloatware free, apart from the OnePlus community applications that you get with the device. You've also got up to 12 gigs of RAM, which is large. That's huge, especially for those multitasking moments and when gaming really gets serious. And talk about gaming as well, this uses Adreno 640. Again, this is offers 20% improvement in performance than its predecessor and 30% more power efficient. So again, you can game all day long without having to worry about your battery consumption, something that I really value. Okay, let's go through some of the settings and see what's new as well, because there's some awesome features on here that's worth looking at. So right off the bat, if we just scroll down from the top to see the top layer of the menu there, top menu notification area, you see the usual stuff like rotate, night mode, etc, etc. But if you scroll across, you see a new thing called Zen mode. With Zen mode, it means that you can go upgrade, for example. So turning that on means you only get access to emergency calls only, and you'll be able to still use your camera to take photos as well, which is pretty cool. So again, you've also got a screen recorder there as well, so you can record your screen, and you got game mode and reading mode. These modes are great if you want to do those dedicated things on the go. If we just scroll back up and go, actually, let's go into settings and just run through some of the stuff here that we can see. So if we go straight into display settings, we can see adaptive brightness, and then we can scroll down. By the way, this is HDR10 plus certified, so it's ready for when Netflix and YouTube start supporting this format. We'll be able to enjoy that on the OnePlus 7 Pro. If we go to screen calibration, you'll be able to change from vivid, natural, and advanced. I tend to have mine on vivid, but if I'm editing photos, then I might have it on natural so I can get true color representation of what I'm editing. Screen refresh rate, you'll be able to change from 90 Hz to 60 Hz as well. So it's not as smooth as 90, but 90 is great for when you're gaming, or if you just want to enjoy a smoother experience watching a movie, for example. Scroll down, you got resolution auto switch, so you can go from Quad HD plus display to Full HD plus display. So again, you can switch this depending on your battery consumption as well. So if you want to save battery, you might want to drop down to Full HD plus. You got video enhancer, again, that's worth switching on. It shows you what the difference is. It just enhances the color while playing videos, really. So if you go back down, you got ambient display as well. This is great for nighttime. So pick up your phone to show stuff like notification or whatever. Tap the screen to show as well. Again, I can tap that. I like that. Clock this. You can have your clock on there as well. Display message, etc. Will come out of this display settings. Obviously, you got everything else at the bottom as well. Font size, accent colors. There's also a new notification settings as well, which means that the whole surrounding around the edge, the rim of the device would flash the color of for a notification depending on which application the notification is from. So for example, Twitter's blue, so you get a blue notification light around the edges, which is pretty cool. Going into sound and vibration, so if you go here, you got Dolby Atmos settings, so you can change it from dynamic to movie to music, and you got earphone adjustments as well depending on what you plugged in, and your style, you can adjust that accordingly to suit your style. Going down, you go earphone mode, so you can see what's there, autoplay, smart answer for Bluetooth. Again, I'll switch this to on. Speak caller ID, yes, maybe. So I know who's calling without having to look at my phone. Again, that's pretty cool. Go down, see what else is there. You got vibration intensity. You can adjust that to suit your needs. I don't have touch sounds on. Come back out. We go to buttons and gestures. So you can see alert slider on the right side. You can see what options are available. So if I slide up here, you can see you got silent, you got vibrate, and you got ring. So I'm going to put this on silent for this video for now, and you can see what you got there. Quick turn camera, power the battery on. So if you double tap this, if you tap it twice, it will switch on the camera from lock screen as well. So if I double tap that, you see that the camera comes on. But we'll come back into that. You got in-screen fingerprint sensor, so I just tap in that, I was able to I can log into my phone very quickly, and that seems to be very, very quick as well. And you've also got Face ID unlock. If you go to battery, again, you can see what's consuming your battery, and you can see your last full charge and battery details and so on. Again, this has got 4,000 milliamp hour battery, so that should last a very long time. This is your storage space, so you got 256 gig of internal storage, and you got the system using some of it. So I think the system is using 17 gig there, and then I've got some other apps on there using up to nearly 5 gig. Security, again, you got Find My Device, Screen Unlock. You can use your face, you got fingerprint, so you got all the options available to you to unlock your device. Going down, you go to System. In System here, we've got RAM Boost, which is pretty cool. So you can switch that on, so this will boost. So this says, by learning how to use your smartphone, by learning how you use your phone, RAM Boost can predict apps you want to launch and data to load, taking full advantage of the RAM capacity to speed up the performance of your daily usage. So I just leave that on as normal. I think that's useful. Again, good for gaming. If we go into system updates, you'll be able to update. Obviously, we've already got some updates here, like gaming mode for enhanced haptic feedback and stuff. You've got digital well-being, camera settings, and so on. Once you've done that update as well, you notice there's a new Fanatic mode. So again, you'll be able to supercharge your gaming experience by having advanced DND. So that blocks all notifications and calls except low battery notification, alarm, and timer. You can only view missed calls in call history. You got enhanced process regulator as well. So focusing performance almost entirely towards gameplay. This may result in glitches in some applications. And then you got network enhancements. So primary SIM card signal strength is prioritized to minimize the interference for low latency gameplay. As a result, the secondary SIM card will be disabled and calls or messages will not be received. So again, choose wisely to depend on what mode, what kind of gaming you want to be doing. So you do that with that. Again, once you've updated, if you go back to digital well-being, you'll be able to see wind down. So you'll be able to turn this on. So when you go to bed, you're not getting notifications come through. You can set your have a set schedule as well. So if you go to bed at 10 o'clock every day, you'll be able to use that as well. So in Fanatic mode, as you can see there, the CPU is optimized, GPU optimized, RAM optimized as well, advanced DND, enhanced gaming regulator, network enhancement. So you can switch that on and off as you wish to do so. You can either go into settings and have your haptic feedback turned on. Again, really cool. Answer calls via speaker and so on. You can turn all those little settings on, and there's more settings in settings if you come back out here, but we'll go back into the game. Asphalt 9, and yes, we're good to go. So if I just go back here, you can see Fanatic mode is on, and we can resume race. We're going to utilities. In utilities is where you want to familiarize yourself with as well. So you've got a gaming mode that allows you to switch off things. So like answer phone calls via speaker, so you don't have to take your eyes off your call. Notifications for third-party calls. Disable automatic brightness, so everything's the same throughout. Gaming display and enhancement as well. Again, I'll switch that on so you get the best for everything. So you can add apps for gaming mode as well. So if you want to add extra apps, you can do so. If you come back out here, you've got parallel apps. So you can run 2 apps at the same time, like maybe WhatsApp. You got quick launch stuff, so you can press and hold, for example, to launch certain applications. Again, this is pretty cool if you want to quickly do things. Going into the camera option, so we can see what we get. Let's allow that. So we've got wide angle lens there. As you can see, captures more. You can see the whole chair in the background. And if I go there, it goes back to the standard mode. And then you got zoom as well with optical image stabilization. So even with my shaky hands, the phone knows. And that stabilization there is allowing me to still get a sharp image there. What's really cool here though is the new bit. So if we do front facing camera, you can see how that just pops up, say hi there. And that quality really looks nice as well. I really like that quality there. So you can see how it pops up right at the top there. If I just press that again, you can see how that just pops down. It's not the fastest, but it's quick enough for taking selfies, I believe, is more than enough. If we just take that out, if we go into video here, you can see up top there, we can shoot 4K videos. So we can shoot 4K at up to 60 frames per second there. And we can shoot standard 1080p at up to 60 frames per second as well. And we just got standard 1080p at maybe 30 frames, maybe, who knows. Going back to photo there, we got options at the top for flash. We can tap this as well for your dimensions. So I usually just have it at 4:3. That's more than enough. And we've also got portrait mode again with that depth effect. We've got a special lens. We've got a dedicated lens just for that, so you'll be able to get some nice shots with nice blurry background. And we've got that nightscape as well. Nightscape has been updated, so now it's a lot quicker. So for example, if I just demonstrate that, so if I press that, and that's done. Before we used to have to wait for that processing to happen. Again, that would depend on the lighting situation. Obviously, this is daylight here, so we've got a lot of light in here, so we don't have to worry about, wait for it to open up. We don't have to wait for the aperture to open longer. It's the shutter speed, sorry, or the lens to open for longer. It opens just long enough to get enough shots there, to get enough light into the image that we need. Did I also forget to mention that the OnePlus Bullet Wireless 2 now supports aptX HD audio. So that means you get near wire if you get a wire pair of headphones, you get that level of sound quality when you plug this in wirelessly, connect wirelessly. And you've also got Bluetooth 5.0, so you get stable connection, battery life is more efficient as well. And with support for warp charge technology as well, you'll be able to charge this up to 14 hours of use within 10 minutes of just charge. So imagine you're about to catch a flight, quickly plug it into a portable charger, 10 minutes later, boom, you got 14 hours of use, which is pretty cool. So that's it for the OnePlus 7 Pro, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Just before I leave as well, there's also a OnePlus 7 standard version that doesn't come with the ultra wide angle lens. And did I forget to mention as well that you get UFS 3.0, which means fast read and write. So when you're going through your gallery, for example, you're just gonna scroll really nice and fluid. You'll be able to see all your images very quickly. But yes, in the meantime, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification as well, so you'll be one of the first people to know whenever there's a video on this channel. Guys, if there's anything in particular you want to know about the OnePlus 7 Pro, again, hit me up in the comments below, or I'm on Twitter at GadgetsBoy. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.